Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well. You're getting some vitamin C, child. Anyways guys, today is the season finale of Legion. Okay, it's also very early guys, so I'm still kind of depressed. I'm not a morning person at all. Excuse me. I'm not a morning person at all, so I'm still defrosting, and I'm even having a big ass cup of coffee because that's how much of a what? That's how much of a not a morning person I am. Yeah. Woo. That's hot. You know what, let me let it cool down. Ooh, I also did my nails. But yeah. Anyways, guys. Today is the season finale of Legion. While I get ready, because I have a lot to do today. So, wow. Let me do my makeup and get ready for my day while I tell you guys about Legion, the season finale. Okay, where did we last ended off when homegirl called me and she was telling me all about the tabas, like what this nigga has been doing and ABCD, right? Okay, cool. So obviously then yet again me and Legion split. There's a lot that I forgot to mention in part 2. In part 2 I forgot to mention that when Legion and I got back together, I can see he was being like all wholesome and shit, and he was like, I won't lie, Legion was not all that horrible that I'm making him out to be. He did some nice things, you know, when he felt nice. There was a time when my arm. Yeah, anyways, there were times when Legion would come over to Sasha's place with his friends, you know, and we would braai, like, because it was during winter, we would braai, we would have fun, guys, like wholesome vibes, man. Those were our vibes. And yeah, that time after I got that gig for, like, when I signed the contract with ne, he decided that, okay, but because I didn't really celebrate with you, and I'm sorry that, you know, on the day when you were trying to celebrate, we ended up getting into an argument and stuff. Let's celebrate. He took me out, guys. We slept in Santon. And let me tell you guys, when we went to Santon, because I think when we got back together for the second time, no, when we got back together the first time, after the first time we broke up, right? I ended up like telling him, no, I'm wrong. We were in Santon because his dermatologist is in Santon, right? So we went there. It was me, Legion, and his friend, Ice Boy, right? We went to Santon, and while we were driving, you see that road. If you know Santon, guys, you know this road. Like Mandela Square is here, then it's like the Michelangelo, and on this side there's another, like, I think it's Santon Convention Center, I don't know, but that street where there's the Michelangelo, the entrance to Michelangelo, I think that it's a legendary hotel, something like that, I don't know, but you see that hotel, there's like nice cars, rich people and stuff like that. So we were driving down that road and it was like traffic because, you know, the chauffeurs are picking up, you know, their people. Like the fuck? Chauffeurs are picking up their people, so obviously, like, you gotta calm down. So we were driving. This was like when he still had his other car, the original car that I fell in love with, right? And he was like, yo, and he was busy flexing. He's like, yo, you see this hotel here? He's pointing at Legendary Hotel and the Michelangelo, right? He's like, yo, you see this hotel here? You gotta go there. Only rich people go there. How much? Do you know how much I used to pay per night? Like, I would even come here just for like the weekend. He was boasting about the whole thing, right? Yeah, you know, over the weekend, like sometimes I'll just come here. Me and my father would be doing business, or sometimes I'll just come alone on business trips. But telling me all about how nice the Michelangelo is, and telling me that I should. He's like to me, yeah, babe, one day you should just go. You should book for yourself and go. I should book for myself and go. So and mind you, Ice Boy is sitting in the back seat. Ice Boy is like, yeah, well. This was actually, guys, I'm even skipping. This whole incident happened after. Remember, I was telling you that there was 3 days where he was ghosting me, and he was just driving past me, kostrating and hooting and acting like I'm just another girl, kostrating, right? And now my agency, they connected me. They were like, no, you're a very beautiful girl. We need you. We need beautiful girls like you, right? My agency was like, we need girls like you, Rutagile. You are very beautiful, da da da. And then they booked me into the hotel, the Marriott. I was sleeping at the hotel, the Marriott, guys, in Sandton. Is it in Sandton or Rosebank? I don't know, but I was sleeping at the hotel, the Marriott, right? And I had dinner with the cricket team, the female cricket team of South Africa. It was like I don't know if it was a World Cup or what. I don't know what was going on, guys. Plus, I do not even watch cricket, but I was just paid to go and just hang out there. They booked for me, and yeah, this guy, he thought that I think he was ignoring me, thinking that now I'm still gonna run after him. I was like, no, sweetheart, that's not what I do. So now when I went to the hotel, the Marriott, I didn't tell him. I just left porch, guys. I just packed my shit. I looked good and I left. Went there. They sent a driver to come and fetch me. The driver came. I went. And when I got there, I started posting like pictures or like videos, like B-roll of the place, you know, because it's a very beautiful hotel inside and outside, like, and there were Lambos and stuff parked outside. Yeah, people at that place have money. So I was like busy posting on my Instagram and my WhatsApp, you know, on some which one was it? Was it booking.com or South African? Was it South African Airways? I can't remember if it was South African Airways or booking.com. I can't remember, but one of the two sponsored me and I went there and I got paid. So now Mugai can see that this bitch is having no time of her life, because the thing is, this nigga was not used to being with a girl that, okay, if you ignore me, sharp, I'm gonna go on and live my life. I'm not gonna sit and wait for you Guntlung and Begazera. Like Riabetse, she's that type of girl. If I almost said his real name. If Legion decides that he's not gonna talk to Rabete, or they fighting and whatnot and he's fucking around, Rabete will not budge. She'll just sit there. She'll just like wait for him. Yebo baba. Ndizobekezela ngelindoda yami. I'm stick by him. Ngiyabekezela yegindoda yami. Yebo baba, literally. But what this lady said. Basically, that's just how the whole thing would go. And so now I was like, I'm not gonna do that shit, nigga. I'm fucking on TV. I'm on TV, bitch. Do you know who I'm working with at the moment? So cool, guys. I'm posting videos, and I didn't know that Lena, he's in Sandton, right? Sleeping at Sandton Hotel. He called me, where are you? And I was like, I'm in Sandton. He's like, where are you? Yeah. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in Sandton. What are you doing there? I was like, yeah, I'm on like a work trip thing, whatnot. And then him and Ice Boy, they went to Monarch. they were having the time of their life at Monarch. He wanted to fetch me. I was like, you can't fetch me. He even wanted to come and sleep at that hotel, my hotel room. He wanted to sleep with me there. I was like, you're not gonna sleep with me there. And that time, like, guys, let me say something. I fucking lied. I was like, I'm sharing a room with someone else. I did not want him to sleep in that hotel room with me. I was like, ain't no fucking way bringing you around my colleagues. This. Hello, if you're gonna, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't care how many relationships I will be in there, but I'm not gonna bring some nigga that I cannot trust around people that I work with. I'm sorry. So that you can just disappear after 2 weeks and come back after 1 month and disappear again, and then I look like the unstable one. Even though yes, maybe I am, but like not the whole world has to know. So now, guys, he didn't want me to sleep alone in Sandton because he knew it's like should anything happen, should anyone like approach me, nah, after all the shit that he's done. Yeah, he knew that here I need to like really pull up my socks and calm the fuck down. He knew that should anything happen, should any nigga approach me that I find like attractive, I'm definitely gonna go for them. You know why? Because he knows exactly what he put me through. And I even there was a time when he was like to me, when I first signed my contract with House of Sweden, and he was like to me, he's scared that I would leave him for someone better than him, because like I'm a very beautiful girl, and like he hurt my feelings and I still forgave him, but he's not so sure if I really forgave him for good. And I was like, no babe, I wouldn't leave. But nigga, yes, I would fucking leave. I would fucking leave, and I would leave twice, 3 times, and I would make sure that you catch me leaving. Yeah, this guy was like going on about that, and he wanted to come and fetch me. That day, guys, I'm telling you, he did not sleep. And now I was also viewing his status there, and this guy, he never used to post, but that day he made sure that he was posting his content and stuff so that I can see. So guys, he was having so much fun, and then I started to holla that fun. I was like, I'm feeling that I am me, yo. So eventually around like 1, 2 a.m, right, when we were all done having dinner, we even went to this lounge and we were chilling there, you know. Hey guys, and that day, I was so tempted. There was this other businessman from Dubai. I don't know why like Muslims, like especially like Muslims, I don't know why they're attracted to me, guys. And I have another weird story where I was like sort of in a thing with a Muslim guy. But there were these Muslim men, they looked so good. They looked so good. I love when they're wearing their traditional clothes. And also, guys, a large part of my family is Muslim. So I can hear that they're talking about money, basically. And one of them kept on looking at me, and I was like looking at him too from the side, and I'm just like, yeah, but now like I'm with people, like I'm basically at work, you know what I'm saying? Even though like, yeah, now we are out, we are having fun now, we're drinking and stuff, but like, hey, I don't know that, guys. And that other one, he was driving a Maybach, and he had like a driver. And that guy kept on looking at me. When I went to the bathroom, he was looking at me. When I was ordering my drink, he was looking at me. Yeah, he kept on looking at me. And then I'm looking at this guy. Because I was like, yo. So anyways, guys, I think long story short, he ended up going to like a different hotel, booking into a different hotel, because I was like, there's no fucking way on God's green earth that my colleagues are going to see me with you. So I booked myself into like a different hotel, and then he followed. He came, and he came with his suitcase, came with everything. And the way he was so drunk, he couldn't even drive. He just bolted from the hotel, from Santon Hotel. He bolted to where I was, and the following morning we went back to Santon Hotel, had breakfast and everything. And when we were driving now in that street to Santon, he was like, yeah, you gotta save money and book for yourself here, babe. Da, da, da. And I was like, wait, here at the Michelangelo. And he's like, yeah, there. and I was like, but I've been there. He's like, met wat geld. Remember I said one thing that that relationship has taught me was how to become an FBI detective and how to understand Afrikaans. That's how. Met wat geld. I was like, dude, no, I didn't need money to come here. Like, my ex has a penthouse up there. Yeah, that one, it broke him. Then he started putting two together. See, during the time when we broke up, the first time we broke up, after Easter, when I caught him with that bitch there, he was like, wait, she was posting views from Senton, and I was like, ha! I was there, sweetheart. So he's like, yeah, your ex, that's not it. Whatever he posted doesn't even look like a penthouse. Sweetheart, who said it was only one? Who said he only has one there? He has an apartment and a penthouse in the same building, sweetheart. The penthouse is meant to be rented out to people like you. Just to rent it, just to feel the luxury for a few. But my ex and I would sometimes just go and hang out there and be like, okay, you know what, we're gonna host our friends, let's enjoy. And that crushed him. You know how it crushed him? Because ever since that day, guys, when we would drive to Sanson, when we drive to Joburg and we are sleeping in Joburg, right? Guys, you know the Michelangelo, that is one building that stands out. The Michelangelo stands out. You don't even need to know the name of this building, but when you see that building, you know that's Santon. That's the heart of Santon, literally. That building and the Liberty building, is it Liberty? I don't know, but that tall building with the red light that goes all the way to the sky, that one. So whenever we were driving, because now guys, I started missing my ex when I was with this idiot, because I was like, you know what, as much as my ex and I broke up, we didn't break up because something was wrong. We didn't break up because somebody cheated or we fought. That guy, I never even fought. We've never had an argument. Okay, I've argued with him, but he's never argued with me over anything. Then he's always taken care of me. The reason why we broke up is because he lacked communication, and that is it. You know? So So now, guys, whenever we would drive to Santon, he would catch me like daydreaming, looking at the building. Guys, I would stare, and sometimes I would just do it on purpose, just to break, like just to crush his ego. Like I would just stare at it. And there was a time when we were going to Santon, we were supposed to sleep at Santon Hotel, right? Or somewhere close by, I can't remember where, but from wherever we were going to be sleeping, I know that I was definitely going to see that building, right? And he drove past. I was like, aren't we gonna go and sleep in Santon? He was like, nope. He was like, we're not going to sleep in Santon. We're going to sleep, where's this place? I can't remember. But he was like, we are not going to sleep in no fucking Santon, honey. We are sleeping somewhere else. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We slept somewhere else. He was like, we are not going to sleep in Santon. We are going to sleep somewhere else. So I was like, okay, cool, babes. Let's sleep wherever we're gonna. Oh, I love how like the blending is happening here. So I was like, okay, sharp, no problem. Anyways, I'm here with this piece of shit now. Fast forward, we broke up, we got back together now, the second time. And then I can't remember. Oh yeah. The day that I was my first episode of Hustle's video was airing, guys. Everyone, my Instagram was blowing up, my WhatsApp was blowing up, my mom's phone was blowing up because people were like, hey, we see your child on House of Video and whatnot. And like, it was such an amazing moment for me. And this fucker decided to call me that very moment, saying, well, can I please talk to you? I'm outside, I just want to really apologize to you and whatnot. But sorry, I forgot to mention, like after we broke up, guys, I decided, because remember I was seeing weird stuff at his place, I went home in Joburg and Soweto. Now guys, I'm a spiritually gifted child, and I come from a spiritually gifted family. and one like a large, not a large man, but like a few of my aunts, they are nyangas, understand? A few of my aunts are nyangas, and when I went home, because it was literally that same year my siblings and my stepmom relocated to another country, right? And before they relocated, they had already spoke to this nigga over the phone, like video call, and my family knew that, oh, this family has an happy relationship and stuff. So now I go back home and there's no relationship, and they're like, what's going on? Because guys, that relationship, let me tell you, it drained me. I was so sad, I was so depressed, guys, and I was so sad. Even now when I think about it, it hurts me because I let myself go so far that I even started having an eating disorder, guys, and I started losing weight. I was gaining and losing, gaining and losing, gaining and losing. And there's a video that I took around that time where my body was banging. Yeah, my body has never looked so good than that time, because like I wasn't eating, nah, I was barely sleeping, and I was just always at the gym. And my eat, whenever I'd eat, I wouldn't eat like a proper meal. Like I'll just have like a little something there and leave it. This nigga, right, made me go through hell and back. So my eating habits were really, really bad. And when I went back home, they were like asking, wow, Risabile, what's wrong? Like, yo, this is not our child. My aunts, my father's sisters, they kept on saying like, yo, this is not our child, like something happened to you and whatnot. And one of my aunts kept on saying to me like, it looks like one of my aunts kept on saying to me, it looks like something is like latching onto you, and that's fucking scared me. So it looks like something is like latching onto you. I was like, Auntie, what do you mean? She was like, Danam, something is not right. And then she was like, that guy, you and this guy broke up, né? And I was like, yes, we broke up. And she's like, why did you take so long to break up with this guy? And I was like, I don't know, like something, I just couldn't leave this guy. I don't know why. My mom was even trying to make me leave this guy, my friends, like society just never wanted me to be with this guy, and I'd have bad dreams about this guy. So I told my aunt everything. My aunt was like, there's also something wrong with that guy. She was like, you know what, Ntanam, I don't mean to. She told me, she's like, you know what, Ntanam, now I know that like not everyone wants to be read. I don't know how to say it, but like not everyone wants their tabas to be revealed to them, ane. So she's like, yeah, but you are you're my child, so I need to like tell you and help you before it's too late. Because guys, after that phone call that me and Riabetsu had, né, guys, wherever I would go, there would always be like cars trying to bump into me. Like I was in an Uber on my way to film, and I was late because a truck almost like ran over us, like in the Uber. Yo, that day I was so fucking scared, and it was happening back to back. Like I knew that when I leave this house and I cross the street, somehow I'm going to dodge a car that almost. Sorry, my business partner just called me. My aunt started telling me like, there's something wrong, né? And something has latched itself onto you. Someone did something, Dana. Yo, guys, did that not scare me? And I was like, Auntie, what do you mean? She's like, not everyone likes to be read, but for your sake, for your safety, I need to help you, and we need to do this quick. I was like, yeah, okay, sharp. Guys, my aunt told me that Uriabetse has put Muti on what is this guy on Legion. Riabetswe put Muti on Legion's clothes. She puts it in his food. And mind you guys, I'm not the first, my aunt is not the first person to say this, because during phase 1 of this relationship, Sasha was like, don't you think that, and Sasha's also gifted. Sasha was like, friend, don't you think like Rabetswe is putting Muti on this guy? And I was like, what makes you say that? Because I also had that feeling there, but I didn't want to like say it out loud. Also, bestie wa establishment, she also said it, like she was like, and she's also gifted, she was like, something tells me that this does not make sense. Something tells me that Riabetsu has put Muti on lesion because, guys, they've been together for years, right? And Riabetsu has been getting cheated on, and she's been catching lesion cheat on her all this time, and she still continued to stay, to a point where, guys, on that phone call, she told me something along the lines of she knew that he was cheating on her because on Easter when she came home, because they used to live with each other, on Easter when she came home to him, right, to spend Easter with him, all the pictures were removed. Even like her clothes were removed from his cupboard, like everything. It's like she was saying that it's like he was basically trying to move on from her or whatever, right? So, guys, my aunt tells me like something is not made sure and we need to like fix it. So she tells me like a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, Uriabetwe is using Muti on lesion, and if lesion doesn't wake up, he's just going to see that things are just not gonna work out for him in the best way. Because basically what she did is like, it's like she tethered herself to him, so he doesn't see it. I think, guys, when they lawyer you do not see it, but other people can see it. So he won't, basically she's tethered herself to him to a point where like he can't leave her. Like no matter how hard he tries, he cannot leave her, and he may never leave her. You get what I'm saying? And this is so sad because, guys, it happens to like a lot of wealthy men where girls will tether themselves to you. They'll go extreme lengths because, guys, this guy was doing literally everything for her. Hey, even the job that she was working, he hooked her up with it. The salary that she was getting, he hooked her up with that salary, and the salary she was making, it didn't add up because people who are also in the same caliber as her were not making that kind of money, right? So he hooked her up with that and everything. Sharp, good for them. Yeah, so my aunt was telling me that she also, this girl, because she knew that there is like me in the picture, right? She could have also possibly put something on me so that I can like maybe get hit by a car or something, because this was happening all the time. And I know it's superstition for a lot of people who do not believe in these things. Please just keep your comments to yourself, because as us black people who do believe it, who are gifted and who do see these things, like we get it, right? So basically homegirl was loyal between this guy, and that's the black things that I saw. And apparently they were telling me that guys, my aunt told me that like I have to do a serious cleansing because being in that relationship, though, even my ancestors did not want me to be in that relationship, and my mom warned me about it, and I ignored that warning, guys. And so my ancestors basically left me for dead. Hence, I was not seeing where my money was going. My life was going south. Eating disorders, being depressed, like all these weird stuff just kept on happening to me. My relationship with my mom went south. Like even with my friends, I started spending more time with this guy than with my friends. Like it was bad, guys. My aunt told me that, and guys, I literally had to do a cleansing ceremony. Like they had to cleanse me and all these things, right? Sharp. And fast forward that day when they were airing my episode of House of Sweden, then this nigga came back to apologize to me, right? And when he came back to apologize to me, okay, he was telling me like, baby, I'm so sorry, like please forgive me, because ever since that breakup, ever since our breakup, and that phone call that we had, oh mind you, the day after that phone call, this guy called me in the morning threatening my life. He called me in the morning threatening my life, guys. because he was like, yeah, you fucking snitched on me, just be careful, I'm gonna make sure that something happens to you and stuff like that. He threatened me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I called that girl and I was like, dude, please hold your man, because now he's calling me and threatening me and shit like that. Sharp. She was like, no, nothing's gonna happen, I'm gonna make sure of it, he's mad, he's just egotistical. This was her words. She said he's egotistical and stuff like that. Sharp, guys. Fast forward, he comes and he's like apologizing to me for everything, and he's telling me that like ever since that whole breakup, like his shit's not working out, like shit's not working out for him. His business is not doing as well, because he used to like also sell cars, right, on the side, and it would make him like good money, because like he would sell big engines and get like a commission from that, right? Okay, cool. So he was just telling me that his things are not going well, and I was like, yo dude, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, no, it's fine, it's cool, I forgive you. And he was like, yeah, let's like try and hang out again, we don't necessarily have to get back together, but like just to hang out, because like I'm really sorry and whatnot, guys. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever, like let's hang out. And we hung out, and there was a time, so this time when we were hanging out, guys, it was just weird, like it wasn't the same. And also when that same night he was like, yo, can we please go to the BMW festival together, because you know I already bought tickets, and I bought 3 tickets, and I want to go with you and Kiwi, his little brother. It's like, I want to go with you and Kiwi to the BMW festival. And then I was like, I don't know. He was like, please come with me, like, you know, maybe we can like fix things and what. Eventually I was like, yeah, sharp, let's go. We went to the BMW festival, guys, and I will tell you, the hotel we slept in, you see my ex, Michael Angelo, just below. There's a hotel across, just below, Hotel Sky. We slept at Hotel Sky. And guys, that day when we went to Hotel Sky, while we were out, like as you are getting in, when I look, because I know his floor, my ex's floor, I know his floor. So when I look up, guys, to that building, he's home. Like the lights are on, there's movement, you can see there's like a lot of people going up and down, the window is open, and there's someone standing like this by the balcony. And let me tell you, my ex he still has, I'm sure maybe he still has it, he has a telescope, and he's a stoner, so he would like smoke a joint, and then he would chill by the balcony and just use his telescope and look around Santon. So that day, guys, yeah, was I not like, I kept on doing like this, like making my back face the building, right? And do you think that helped? He still saw me. He still saw me, because, and I know he saw me because I can see we had broken up, so I had blocked him, and he tried calling me that day, but it was like blocked. His phone was blocked. My ex tried to call me that day when we were in Santon, because for sure he definitely saw me, you know. And yeah, guys, I'm telling you, that day I even felt like leaving Legion and Kiwi just to get my bag, because I can see that he's home. I felt like, you know, let me just, it wouldn't hurt, just do what you want for once, Brie. I want to just take my bag out of that hotel room, we'll just literally walk right across the street, and go to the reception, tell them the room number, they call my man, and I go home. I go home for a fucking change. Get me? So I felt like doing that, but I didn't. And you know what I ended up doing later on that night? Guys, call me evil, call me whatever you want to call me. Call me evil or whatever it is that you want to call me after I tell you this name. But that day, when we're at the specific hotel, I needed to enter. You have to go through this round door, that rotating door. Now I deliberately locked Kiwi and Legion in that door. I let them go in first. I need to say they're not gentlemen. they just go before ladies. I let them go in first, and when they went in first, I pressed the lock button on the outside. I locked them. No, it got stuck on from the inside while they were going. It got stuck, and then I locked it. And I was like, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We need to call the security. And it was late at night. So security was like very scarce. Like they had to go and fetch this other guy and whatnot. And while this whole thing was going on, guys, I just stood outside staring up. I felt like going home. I was like, I want to go home. Nami, I want to go home, guys. I want to sleep in that king size bed. I want to get my princess treatment, and it was princess treatment with that guy. I want my princess treatment. I want him to cook for me because I know he will make me my favorite meal. I know he will make my favorite meal for me. I know that I won't even have to wipe myself when I get out of the bath. He's going to wipe me for me. Guys, I was standing outside and I was so mesmerized. I was thinking about that man, and they were inside, Vision and Q, and said, yo, we can't get out. And I was like, I'm gonna go and get security. I didn't fucking get security. Security came by themselves. And then that same night we went to the hotel room, and then I saw like me and Lishan are sharing a room, and I was like, what do you mean we're sharing a room? He's like, yeah, you and I are gonna share a room, and Kiwi's gonna sleep in his room. And Kiwi was already like skipping and hopping to his room, and I'm like, I don't want to share a room with you. He's like, please wait. I was like, I don't. Yeah, guys, I did not want to share a room with him. Hey, I did not want to share a room with him. So eventually I was like, you know what, I have no choice. I'm in the middle of fucking Stanton. I'm not at home, so let me just fucking stay. So I stayed. I went into the room, we went outside, we had dinner. Fucking shit. We had dinner, and some drinks and all that. And then when we went back to the room, guys, he started confessing his love for me, telling me like he doesn't want me to leave. Telling me he doesn't want me to leave. I'm his wife. Hey guys, he used to call himself my husband. Like, I'm your husband. I'm supposed to be with you. We're supposed to be having kids together. Like, I don't want anyone else but you. I do not want Rabietsu. Rabietsu is not even like the woman that I want to be with. Like, she's very uptight. She's this, she's that. She hasn't even given me time of day. Guys, he just said so many things about Rabietsu that I was like, here we go again. Like, here we go again. Now, what are you gonna tell me? Rabietsu is trying to kill you so that you can stay, like, so that you don't be with anyone else except for her. Guys, eventually, eventually it's morning. Guys, and when we were in the room, I then started crying. I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, you traumatized me, you hurt me, and I don't think I want to be in a relationship with you again. Yeah. Is my contour fine? Guys, I don't know if my contour is fine, but yeah, he was just telling me all about how Rabbit was just not for him. He tried with her, but it's not happening, and whatnot, right? Okay, guys, sharp. We go to the M Fest, right? We go to M Fest. It was nice. We had fun. We went to the performance. It was all nice. Him and his brother were taking care of me. Him and Q were buying me whatever I wanted. And again, there was another time I slept over at his house, and this time he had already kicked Ice Boy, his passenger princess. He kicked his passenger princess out because passengers, guys, he was basically like just leashing onto Legion. And that time when Legion got into the accident, that same day, passenger princess didn't even care to like stay and like help your friend, take care of your friend and stuff like that. He just left. He went back home and left his friend like that. Hence I had to stay and take care of this nigga. But yeah, I was visiting this guy at his place, And while I was at his place, I think he went to the gym in the morning. He went to the gym. And so I woke up as well. I made myself some coffee. Oh, Ghana, I still have coffee. Oh no, it's finished. I made myself some coffee. And then I was like walking around the house. And then I decided, no man, this girl said that her stuff were here. So let me dig. Guys, I started digging. I was looking around the house. And I found that yellow... I was about to expose the girl. I found that outfit that Legion had bought for her graduation, and it was zipped up. And guys, when I tell you I had to fight the urge to do payback to that girl, yeah, I wanted to like take bleach or take like chicken blood and pour it on that suit, or take bleach and like dump it on, because it's colored, like it has a color, a specific color. I wanted to take bleach and dump it on the suit and cut it up, rip it by the crotch, rip it everywhere. I wanted to destroy that suit, especially because I know how expensive it was and how much it would mean to her, that suit. And I was like, this motherfucking bitch, she cut up my shit. In part 1 of this whole thing, she cut up my shit with no remorse, and none of my stuff were replaced, by the way. This fucker just bought me this cheap ass bonnet that he probably bought for 5 rand starting when he happened to be driving by someone who was selling bonnets. Another thing, Kiwi told me the truth about what excuse he gave to Riabetswe the day when she came over to cut up my shit, right? He told Riabetswe that I am just a girl that he met on the streets. I'm just another girl that he met on the streets, and that I'm nothing. And I was like, and this was like this phase 3 of the relationship. That's when I found out, when he was telling me like, yep, this is exactly what had happened. Hey, I found her books when she was studying. I wanted to rip up pages and scribble on it. Guys, I wanted to destroy everything in that fucking house. Yo, when? Then, there was also a time when I wanted to like go and dump cockroaches in his house, like during load shedding. I was like, you know what? During load shedding, and even my friends agreed that, yeah, we're even gonna help you. Like my friends even agreed that, nah, we'll just go and order like bugs and like cockroaches and spiders and shit. And when we get to his building, we'll just dump it into the bathroom, because his bathroom window is like always open. I was like, no, and it's broken, like the handle is broken. So I was like, nah, I can just go and dump cockroaches and stuff in there and let it infest that fucking house. That's what I wanted to do. So, but I didn't end up doing that. I also found their picture as a couple. They took some whack ass photo shoot together. I found those pictures. He hid them underneath a calculator in his last drawer. And when he came back from the gym, I looked at him with so much disgust. Like, yo guys, I looked at that guy, né? And while he was talking, I was just like thinking to myself, like, you know what? I've been in shitty relationships, but not like you. Like, I have broken up with I've dated psychotic guys, ne? Betuna. I've dated psychotic guys, but none of them are this fucked up. Like, I'm sorry. There was even a time when him and his friend were busy shouting at me in the lounge, ne? Together. They were tag teaming me. Busy shouting at me in the lounge, and I left. I got up, I went to the room, and while I was walking to the room, he was like, yeah, look at her, she's gonna go to the room now, yeah, because she doesn't want to hear the truth. And this was all about how I'm way too friendly. He's like, yeah, go to the room. She's gonna go to the room. This guy's here. And I don't know how did I last there for so long. And he would trigger me a lot from my childhood. Like there was a lot of childhood triggers. And remember how I said like he would always want me to open up about my upbringing? Eventually I did, and it was the worst decision that I'd ever made, because he started using some of the things that I told him about my childhood against me. So sad. And then he tried to lie, saying that he's the one that bought this apartment for himself. And it's like, nigga, your parents bought it for you. The money in your account, your parents gave that to you. And honestly speaking, it's not even a bad thing. Like, yeah, if your parents worked hard enough, guys, to give you that life where you do not have to stress, you do not have to struggle for certain things, like, kudos to them. I wish my parents could give me everything on a silver plate. I'm sure like a lot of us wish that our parents could give us everything on a silver platter, but it doesn't work out like that for everyone. But I remember telling him, like, you do not know a fraction of what I had to go through to get to where I am. There was also a time when he peeped my payslip when I was trying to get a new phone. He peeped my payslip from the coffee shop, and he saw that I was making like 2.5 to 3k a month. And ever since then, he started like degrading me, like talking like, oh yeah, because I remember I went to Santon. This was like you see this phase 3 of this relationship, right, when things were just going south. I remember, you see my ex in Santon, he hit me up. He called me from he actually called me from his business, like his office phone, and he was like, babes, I do not like this. I do not like that you just disappeared on me. I want us to sort this thing out and whatnot. And then he sent his driver to fetch me, and I went to Santon, and I saw my ex, guys. At this time, guys, when I saw my ex, I went there because I genuinely felt nothing for Legion anymore. I felt fuck all. When I looked at Legion, because I can say I went through his stuff and then I saw everything, right? And Kiwi had told me, like, nah, he told Rebito that you are just like another girl that he met. I genuinely felt nothing for Legion at that point, because I was like, you know, Legion doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like, even if someone said his name, it would trigger me, but my emotions, no love. I went to Santon, my ex took care of me, and I was also filming. I remember I was also filming. So that same week, it was during the week. That same week I was filming, and I had fittings for South African SA Fashion Week. Yeah, I also had fittings for SA Fashion Week. So when my ex found out about that, he was like, no, please just come. And we were talking, like, he was asking me, why didn't you like call me and tell me that you're busy with acting, like you're an actress now, you know, your dreams finally coming true. I was gonna, you know, we were gonna go and celebrate for a birthday, fly out and stuff like that. So guys, eventually I ended up just telling what was thing Legion. I was like, look, I'm in Santon, I'm going for a fitting. And he was like, oh, you don't tell me, guys. And then I went to Tasha's. My ex gave me his bank card. He was like, you can go, because my son don't leave that apartment. Yo, he doesn't leave his apartment. He doesn't leave his apartment because he's always out of the country for work. Guys, I went to Tasha's. My ex gave me his bank card. Guys, I went to Tasha's at Mandela Square. I was having myself a glass of wine. I had like a nice salad, and I was posting pictures of myself, guys. And this guy not text me. He called me. He's like, where are you? And he video called me. That's how insecure this guy was. He video called me because he knew, like, I can get better. Should I just respond? If I just respond to that one message on my phone, it's over for you, Kesana. So he knew that shit. And now I was out here, I was at Mandela Square, I was having the time of my life. He video called me and I picked up. And he was like, where are you? What are you doing? And he was chilling, like, he was so stressed. He was so stressed in his car or at home. I don't know where the fuck he was. But he was like, where are you? I was like, I'm at Tasha's. Wait, with what help? With what money? That's how much he's undermined me ever since he saw that paycheck, not knowing that House's video was paying me. House's video was paying me. My royalties were paying me from like other shoots that I've done. My royalties were paying me. He didn't know that I was even receiving money from somebody. I was receiving money from somebody. He didn't know that. And also at work, the pastries there, I was supplying them, so I was also getting money from that. So that 3.5 that he saw, it was just like a fraction nyana of how much I was actually making on a monthly basis. So that was his drama. And I was like, yeah, he video called. He's like, who are you sitting with? And then I was like, I'm sitting alone, like I'm alone out here. And then he's like, turn the camera. I was like, only one side. I can say he must know that out here in these streets is not safe. It's not safe. Should I leave, I'm leaving. And trust and believe me, there's someone willing to welcome me with open arms. So yeah, guys, that was the situation. And then I came back home and he was acting weird. And then that's when I remember I slept over at his place again. And let me tell you guys something. This time when I slept over at his place, actually when we were driving, we went to go and get food at KFC, and his phone was connected to the Bluetooth, like, so it's on the screen. Guys, remember when I told you this guy's phone rings back to back? I even end up memorizing his mom and his dad's number. This time when we were getting food, the phone started ringing and he just hung up. His phone rings again, he hangs up. It rings for the third time, it hangs up. I was like, why don't you pick up? He's like, no, it's just my dad, he's irritating me, like, and we had a disagreement today, so I don't want to talk to him. I was like, hey, why are you lying? Because I know that's her number. I know that's Rabbit's number. You forget that I have her number on my phone. You're forgetting that she called me. I've memorized the last 4 numbers of her cell. So there's no need to lie. Guys, when I tell you, I would literally just look at this guy with no emotion, no nothing, no, like, I wouldn't, even if someone were to beat him up in front of me, I wouldn't even feel sad. I would actually encourage the other guy to just continue, because like I don't feel anything for him. Like, there's nothing there. Ghost town in my heart for him. And I started getting like filled with my love for him, turned into anger. Yo, guys, I've never been so angry at someone. Like, every day when I wake up, when I look at you, I just get mad. When I think of you, I get mad. When I hear you speak, I get pissed off. When you tell me that you're coming to fetch me, I just get angry. Like, why are you coming? Like, that's how much I started to hate this guy, guys. Like, oh, I started to become so angry. Like, I won't necessarily say hate, because hate is a very strong word, but I started to really get angry every time. Like, the thought of this guy would just piss me off. It's like nails on a chalkboard, right? And when we went back to his house that day, I just stopped talking, guys. I stopped talking. I like, when we were in the car, like, I just kept quiet, because I was like, you know what, let me shut up before I end up saying something to this guy. Got to his house and we just started eating. He was asking what's wrong. I didn't want to say anything. I was like, nothing. I just continued. And then that night, now guys, when I sleep next to someone, I cannot like sleep facing you like this. Especially if my clothes are trying to tell me something about you. I cannot sleep facing you. So that night, guys, this nigga falls asleep and I'm looking at him, and I decided, let me sleep. Guys, when I slept, I faced him, I looked at him, and I closed my eyes and I slept. And in that dream, I dreamt, basically, I'm just gonna summarize that dream. I dreamt that this girl is never gonna leave the picture. She's never gonna leave the picture. He's always gonna be with her. And I dreamt of what would happen a year from that day on Halloween, because that day was Halloween. I remember very well. It was on Halloween. I slept and I dreamt of everything. I dreamt of how he would treat me, should I stay. I dreamt of how she would treat me. I dreamt of the whole thing. And in that dream, we started arguing. We started like bickering with each other. And then I woke up, because like the argument was so heavy. Like, even in the dream, I was having a panic attack. And then I woke up. When I woke up, then I turned around, and then a few seconds later, he woke up. And then he was saying that he's not sleeping. He had just a very funny dream. Like, he dreamt of us arguing. And I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, but I knew that somehow, I channeled him. Somewhere, somehow, I channeled him. I saw what I needed to see. And from that day, guys, everything started to unravel on its own. Even there was another time we went to a restaurant. We went out for lunch, at this restaurant, guys. And okay, when I tell you, this guy made me cry at that restaurant. I can't remember how it happened, but we started having an argument and he ended up making me cry. Mind you, same day at that restaurant, earlier, before he made me cry at the restaurant, he was showing me a message from Riabetwe when he says that he broke up with her. Apparently, I read some of it. It was like she sent really long messages. I didn't read the whole thing, but somewhere in those messages she said that he makes her feel so insecure about herself because of the girls that he cheats on her with. Like, should she bleach her skin to look better? Should she change the way she dresses? Should she change her personality? Like, is she even what he really wants? Guys, it was so sad. Apparently he also gave her like 40k to renovate her parents' house and he wanted it back, and she was like, let's make an arrangement on how I'm gonna pay you back and whatnot. Guys, it was a whole thing. And hey, mind you, there was also a time when he bought this girl a car. And let me tell you, know how I found out? I was at work again, and this shit always happens to me on a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, I was at work early in the morning. The mall is not even open yet. I'm still unpacking. I go into my Instagram, I go to my stalker account, I check this girl's page. Guess what? She's holding flowers with her car there and him in the picture. Guys, I called him, he's not picking up. I ended up calling him with another lady's phone who had a stall, right? Like not far from my stall. I called with her phone. She was like, I don't have airtime. Guys, did I not take my money and go and buy that woman airtime? I paid off that scholato that she had. I paid it off and I called on her phone. This guy didn't pick up. I called him almost like 11 times on my phone. Guess what? A couple of minutes later, he calls her back. He doesn't call me back. Then she brings me the phone. She's like, this guy is on the phone. I called him. I was like, what the fuck? Guys, I exploded. Yeah. I exploded. Like, I exploded. You know, explosion, nuclear bomb. Yeah, nuclear bomb, guys. Explosion. It's like, no, I didn't buy her the car. It's her car. Da, 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 da. I was like, she was even in your fucking car. You went to fetch her. She was in your fucking car. I know your seatbelt. I know your car seats. I know the music that you play. You forgetting that I know your playlist. And everything was on her fucking story. Yo, guys, I exploded. I even ended up giving this woman back her phone. I almost threw it at her, but I had to like remember that, oh, this is not my phone. Guys, I was so angry. I gave this woman back her phone. I went to see those passages in the mall, the door. Guys, I banged it open, and those doors are very heavy, like you have to push it. Guys, I don't know where did I get that strength from. And the door went bah! There's even a dent in the door. Till today, that dent is still on the handle on the inside. Yeah. And people in the mall even like they got scared, and the security came looking for me. He was like, Tabile, are you okay? Guys, the way I was so angry, it came from it came from deep within me. And I was like, you know what? I can't. I can't, guys. I don't know if this happened like in phase 2 or phase 3 of this relationship, but that's how angry I was that my mind even misplaced which era it happened in, era 2 or era 3. But I was pissed off. I was angry to the core of my soul, and that's where this anger for this guy started. Yo, guys, I started being like, I don't even want to fucking smell you, nah. And he was calling me, babe, listen, it's not. I said, fuck off. Yeah. Guys, fast forward. we went to that restaurant. He made me cry at that restaurant. In the bathroom, I had like an entire anxiety attack. And mind you guys, I already have anxiety, but I usually know how to control it. That day I couldn't control it, guys. I went to the bathroom. Guys. I started having to put myself back together. I was like, even a girl in the stall next to me who started knocking on my door to find out if I'm okay. That's what kind of a panic attack I had. She even gave me water. She went into the kitchen, she got me water. She was working at this restaurant. She went into the kitchen, got me water, came back to the bathroom. She was like, calm down. Yo guys, if you want to know, why did you have to make 3 story times about this lesion guy back to back? This is why. This is exactly why. Guys, fast forward, there was another time. When that morning after I had that weird dream about lesion and rabbits, when I saw where this whole thing's gonna end, right? In the morning, I was like, Tim, I want to talk to you. He's like, no, you're not going to talk to me now. Last night when I was asking you what was wrong, you didn't want to tell me what was wrong, so you're not going to talk to me now. Now you're going to keep it to yourself. And then I was like, Tim, why did you lie that it was her that was calling you last night? Why did you lie and say that it's your dad? Because I know her number. You're forgetting that I have her number. He was like, no, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. He was telling me now it's none of my business and whatnot. I'm like, it is my business, because I'm the one who's being affected between you guys' raggedy shit. And I was like, so that bitch better know her place. Yo guys, at one point I got so pissed. I was like, that bitch better know her place, because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this raggedy ass ghetto shit that you guys keep putting me through. And he was like, you're not gonna talk to her, you're not gonna talk about her like that. She's older than you. Got 1 year, guys. Got 1 year. This girl is older than me. I was like, Tim, she can be pushing fucking 90 and I'll still tell her shit. That bitch can be pushing 90 to 100 and I'll still tell her shit, and I'll still tell you shit. He ended up taking me to work that day, guys. We actually didn't go to work first. I can't remember, but he was taking me to work, right? He even started telling me that he wants a polygamy. He is so obsessed with that polygamist guy on Showmax. He was telling me that he wants a polygamy, and then me and Rabbit said we're gonna be sister wives. I was like, ain't no way in hell, or on God's motherfucking earth. Ain't no way. There you are choking. Now there you are disrespecting me to earn another level of shame. He was like, I can't believe you are doing this to me. I can't believe you would. And I thought he was joking, guys. I was like, yeah, I ended up telling him what to, if you want to have like 2 wives or whatnot, you are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. You can go and do it, sir. But now, when you go and you get that second wife, I'm not going to be 3rd or 2nd or 1st. I'm not gonna be any motherfucking wife of yours. He got so angry and so touched, guys. One thing about that guy, he's such a spoiled brat. When things do not go his way, he feels like no, you have to bow down to me because I have money. He would even trash talk people who are trying in life. Whatever that thing, he would trash talk people who are trying in life. Like, if you're driving a Hyundai or like just a normal car, an Ethos or something, you're driving something, he's going to be like, yeah, look at this one with the Ethos. Or even if you're driving a Benz, yeah, that one is actually the factory default one, it doesn't have this and this and this on it. Like, shut the fuck up, dog. Like, no one cares. No one fucking cares if it's the Mercedes-Benz that was a factory default. Nobody cares if it's an Etios 2008. Nobody fucking cares. Just because you're driving whatever you're driving, nobody gives a shit. Nah. And let me tell you, there was even a point in phase 3 of this relationship where he started faking depression, guys. Like he started faking depression so that I wouldn't go out. Baby, when you're going, guys, this guy. One thing about this guy, he still thinks that money is gonna solve all his problems and stuff like that. And yes, sharp, let's be real here. Money solves a lot of problems. Money solves worldly problems and all these things. But within yourself, you will never be able to sort out whatever fuckery that you have going on within yourself. This guy would fake depression. I would go out with my friends and he'll call me and tell me that, oh, he's not okay and stuff like that. I'd come to his place after going out, wherever I was going out, and he'll be laying on the couch on his blanket with dry fucking lips, looking like he's got something. Yo, guys, at one point, even in that relationship, I even thought like, yo, maybe I'm sick, guys. I even went to go and test for everything because I'm like, okay, I'm slowly starting to see that, yeah, this guy's a serial cheater. Like, he'll go and sleep with you, and he will trend on socials and then deny it to your face. So I'm just like, yo, I do not want to fucking get sick. You know what I'm saying? Guys, fast forward, there was a time when I slept over at his place. And at this point, I just really did not give a fuck, right? And mind you, during that phase 2 of our breakup, I was spending a lot of time with my ex in Sandton. So obviously it would go down. And then phase 3 of this relationship, we got back together, like sort of ish, something. I don't know what to call it, but I wouldn't say we got back together necessarily. We ended up going to this restaurant for breakfast, right? We went to Mug and Bean for breakfast. And he was saying this topic came about of like, do you condone women who sell their bodies? Like, what do you think about that? Girls who sell their bodies on OnlyFans or like prostitutes, consulting and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I won't judge them, because at the end of the day, maybe some part of me understands where they are coming from. You don't know that if maybe this woman is selling her body so she can feed her kids at home, because most of the time that's the case, and sometimes it's like they don't even have a choice. They're basically being sex trafficked, you know, and we don't know that they're being sex trafficked. So I was like, yeah, you know, I won't judge them, because there's a specific family member who has once sold her body to feed us. And that I will never forget that day. She slept with this specific person, and we didn't know that she slept with him so that she can buy us food that day, because we did not eat breakfast, lunch, and that time dinner. Kala is fucking us up. Like, hunger was fucking us up, guys. Selling broken glass and bottles and stuff so that we can get a cashback from the scrapyard so that we can buy dinner. So she sold herself to feed us, you know. And then he's like, so you condone that thing? And I was like, dude, I just explained it. He's like, oh, so you condone that thing? I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna interact with this conversation anymore, because clearly it's not going anywhere. And then he asked if he's like, oh, so you have you done that before? Have you sold yourself for money before? I was like, no, I did not sell myself for money before. He's like, so did you ever receive money from a guy before? I was like, yeah, dude, like my ex used to like give me money all the time. Like, I wouldn't have to ask for it. He would just send me money. And then he's like, yeah, but like that's after you guys had sex. I was like, dude, basically trying to imply that I've sold myself for money. So I was like to him, dude, if I'm dating a guy and we're in a relationship, obviously we're gonna have sex, and if he decides to send me money, then he sends me money, because yes, I'm his girlfriend. He's supposed to send me money. This guy was making it out to be like as if I'm selling my pussy. And then I got so pissed off, I got so angry, like I was like, fuck you are this arrogant piece of shit. And he was like, we were sitting across the table like this, guy, and he's like, have you been with someone else, like have you slept with someone else after us, like after we, like during this time of us being separated? And I was like, yes. And he got pissed off. So then I got up and I went to him and I was like, do you really fucking think that I was gonna sit and wait for you to come back? Think twice. And I sat down. He got pissed. He was like, let's pack up and leave. And I was like, sharp. I packed up and we left. When we got to the mall, guys, because it was taking me to work, when we got to the mall, in the car, he was telling me that he's unhappy with what I'm doing, and it's not womanly, and Riabete would never do such a thing, and stuff like that. Yo, I told him, I was like, so when do you think that everything is about you here? 1 minute you're at that side, 1 minute you're at this side. Next thing, when you have problems with Riabete, you wanna come in and console yourself with me. When you have problems with me, you wanna go and console yourself with Riabete. I was like, you guys are two fucking clowns in one relationship, and I hope you fucking die. Yo, guys, one day I exploded again in his car. I just thought of everything that this nigga has put me through. I was like, you know what? I hope you and her fucking die in a fucking accident in that car. Because guys, I found out that this girl was trying to like lawyer me so that I can die in an accident, and that's why I've been dodging trucks and cars back and forth. And when I say I've been dodging cars back and forth, guys, do not think like it was just like one and you know, oops, sorry. I mean like a truck saying like on you are here, the truck is here. That's what I mean, dodging fucking trucks and cars. I'm talking seeing my life flash before my eyes. Had it not been for my mother's prayers, I probably would have died even. I probably would have died. And guys, I already suffer from low blood pressure. Guys, my low blood pressure in that relationship, down. Hey, I was even on heavy medication for my low blood pressure. I was on a drip. There was a time I even fainted from the stress of this relationship. I fainted. And then now I was so arrogant. I was like, no, it cannot be this relationship. It's probably me because I'm not eating and stuff. Guys, I was not eating. I was losing weight. I was gaining weight. Guys, I had dark eye bags. I let myself fall off. My relationship with my mom was shit. Even at work, my work, I started hating work. And this girl was apparently doing some shit to me. Who knows what she took from me when she was cutting up my stuff. Who knows what she had done. Guys, I even had slippers that I had left at this place. When I fetched those slippers again, trust and believe, when I got them, I burnt them. I was like, I do not know what they put on my shoes. I burnt them. Even the underwears that I left there, the vast lap that I burnt, all the shit that I had left at this place, I burnt it. And then in this car, guys, I was telling him, like, I really hope and I pray that you and that girl, hope you two get squashed by 2 fucking trucks, because both of you are 2 fucking clowns.
We are fucking over, you fucking dumbass. I hope that you choke on a piece of concrete and literally go to hell. I will see you in fucking hell, you fucking asshole, you fucking liar, you fucking manipulator.
I ended up hitting I hit the dashboard. Guys, I was hitting that dashboard with my handbag. He was even getting scared, busy chilling in the car like that. I was like, you know what, fuck off. Yo, guys, I got so pissed off. I was like, don't even fetch me from work. Well, after work, he fetched me, he took me out for dinner, apologized, and even Lena, he saw that he fucked up my mental health. He apologized for it. I was like, cool, whatever, bruh. You already did it. You already fucked me up. So thanks to you, I may not even be able to treat a good man properly because of you, you know. But thank God I went through that, because the man that I have now, like, at least I can see what it feels like to be with a good guy, someone who actually loves you, respects you, and who actually chooses you for real. And yeah, guys, that was basically the end of the relationship. And a couple of days later, when he was away, he was out of Koch, he told me that he's leaving Koch because he has to go home for something, I can't remember. And then I decided, oh, let me go and stalk this girl's page. And I stalked it, and hello, there's a picture of her in his yard with his car in the back. And I just laughed. I called him and I just laughed at him on the phone, and I was like, why do you lie? Like, there's no need to lie. Like, you can just say, like, dude, we are done, and stop coming back. Just stop. And that was it. That was the last time I spoke to him. I blocked him everywhere, and it took me a very long time to, like, really get over it, because the amount of shit that this person has put me through, no one has ever put me through that. And yeah, and it will forever remain here. And whenever I see him, I'm not gonna see him for the good person that he was in the beginning, but I'm always going to see him as this horrible person. Him, Ice Boy, Kiwi, and Rabetswe, and the other friends. And that's just it. I do not hate them. I'm fine with them. I do not talk to them and whatnot. We are fine from a distance. I forgave them for myself because I needed to heal. So I forgave them for my own healing purposes. And that was it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys here next time. Bye.